The rise of the crossover might have nearly killed the station wagon, but not all automakers are letting the practical long hatch die. Volvo is a wagon diehard and is working to keep and capture buyers with models like this 2023 V60 Cross Country. It's a wagon with a bit more ground clearance and some added protection if you're planning on taking it down gravel roads or dirt trails. As Volvo has poised handling, a cushioned ride and upscale cabin, and a choice of peppy powertrains that includes a plug-in hybrid option with great fuel economy estimates. The V60's only con is that there's a bit of a learning curve with it. If you're in the market for a wagon, this Volvo is worth checking out. Despite its tricky infotainment system, the V60 does many things well. The cross-country trim has an average price for a luxury vehicle and is an overall good value. The plug-in hybrid recharge trim is available if you're looking to save some money at the pump. The cross-country model is powered by a 250 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder and comes with all-wheel drive. When we tested the V60 Cross Country, we recorded a 60 mph time of 7.1 seconds. As long as you're not pushing it too hard, the V60 Cross Country feels agile and responsive through corners. The souped-up Recharge T8 Polestar comes with a 455 horsepower plug-in hybrid powertrain that pairs a turbo and supercharged 4-cylinder with electric motors and all-wheel drive. This arrangement is far quicker than the cross-country model, leaping to 60 mph in just 4.4 seconds. The Recharge T8 Polestar also comes with a manually adjustable suspension, something driving enthusiasts might think is cool, so the owner can dial in the car's riding behavior to their preference. The cross-country model earns ratings of 22 mpg city, 31 highway, and 25 combined. Despite being the lineup's performance-oriented model, the V60 Recharge T8 Polestar's plug-in hybrid powertrain is fairly efficient, earning a fuel economy rating of 74 MPGe with up to 41 miles of claimed electric-only driving range. We haven't had a chance to test the V60 on our 75 mph highway fuel economy test route, but we'll update this story with details when we do. For more information about the V60's fuel economy, Volvo designed some great interiors, and the V60's is no exception, largely mimicking those of the S60 sedan and the XC60 SUV. The cabin is spacious, the seats are comfortable, and the design is undeniably upscale, but Volvo's minimalist approach means that many controls are hidden away inside the infotainment system. Like other Volvos of this vintage, the cabin looks and feels more expensive than it is, which makes it all the more impressive. Cargo capacity is great, something we expect from a station wagon. In our testing, we fit 8 carry-on suitcases behind the rear seats and a total of 22 with the seats folded. For reference, the Audi A4 Allroad fit 2 fewer carry-ons in both tests. Look straight ahead and you'll notice the 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster instead of a regular speedometer and rev counter. Volvo calls it the progressive driver display. You can tweak the screen to prioritize different information. In the center of the dash sits the 9.0-inch infotainment screen. It's unusual in being portrait rather than landscape-oriented. The system looks great and it's reasonably straightforward when you are not moving. The trouble is, when you do drive, it's too difficult to use without becoming distracted. We reckon the iDrive system in a BMW 3 Series Touring is easier to use on the move, because it still uses a physical controller as well as the infotainment screen. It's a shame Volvo hasn't kept the aircon controls separate. They're part of the touchscreen too, making temperature adjustments too fiddly while driving. On the other hand, the system is now compatible with Apple CarPlay, something that was frustratingly absent from the Google-based system initially. Android Auto isn't fitted, but much of the functionality of an Android phone is already built into the Google Automotive Services system, so it's not really an issue. If you worry about the cost of fuel or want to keep your emissions right down, the best bet is the T6 plug-in hybrid. It emits just 18 g/km in official tests and achieves 353.1 miles per gallon. To get near that figure, you'll need to recharge regularly, although the V60 T6 will go a lot further on a charge than most plug-in hybrids, reckon on close to 55 miles according to the official figures. plenty of similar cars have an electric range of nearer 30 miles. The mild hybrid petrols are nowhere near as economical as the plug-in hybrid, although the difference in efficiency on a long journey won't be as great as it appears on paper. Both the B3 and the more powerful B4 achieve 44.8 miles per gallon on the combined cycle. The B5 Cross Country has four-wheel drive and a bit more poke, so fuel economy worsens to 38.2 miles per gallon. All V60 models cost over £40,000. That means that after the first year on the road, the owner will have to pay what is currently a £355 annual car tax surcharge for the next 5 years. That adds up to £1,775 in total.